Bonjour Paris. Bonjour Paris. Hello everyone and welcome to another episode. In this episode, we're going to be talking about diversity in France. I've seen a lot of videos about social issues in France, and there's been a lot of debate about whether diversity has been the main cause of the issues. In some parts of Paris, there are significant amount of ethnic minorities, especially in main Paris and not the outskirts, although there are some in the outskirts as well. However, is this really the case? Is diversity the problem? Also, if you go to the southern part of France, you would realize that people are much more nicer, people are much more welcoming, and the diversity there is pretty low. So when I'm talking about the southern part of France, I'm talking about Cannes and Nice. Okie dokie, let's see what I was up to on this beautiful day in Paris.
Are interested in the price. So usually if you were to go on a weekend, it's around £101 on the Disneyland website, but if you go to booking.com, it's cheaper. But I'm not really sure if it was cheaper for me because I travel a lot and I get a lot of discount, so that might be why. But yeah, it was cheaper. I think it cost me around 90 something pounds for two people. My son doesn't have to pay because he's under the age of, I think under the age of 2 or under the age of 3, I can't remember, but he doesn't have to pay anyway. So altogether it cost me about 180 something pounds, and it should have cost me like 200 and something pounds. So that's a good discount. Okay, so Paris is a very expensive city, like much more expensive than London, for example. In London, things cost a lot, but in Paris, things are bloody expensive. Like, it's a whole different ball game of expensive. But I suppose a lot of people that come here come prepared, so it shouldn't be like a problem at all. I'm also planning to go to a place called Chateau Rouge, and Chateau Rouge is a place where tourists don't visit, and you can expect to see a lot of ethnic minorities there. So I'm looking forward to Chateau Rouge. Maybe I'll go there tomorrow, or I'll go there next week Monday, because I'm here till Tuesday, but I'll see how things go. It's amazing the amount of things going on. Like, there's like some activity on the other side where a lot of people are like singing and dancing. Then there's a lot of people like chilling around the center, doing their own thing. There's just like various things going on, but I'm trying to avoid those places because some of them are playing music, and I don't want to get copyright stricken, or I don't want to share my revenue with anyone. So nowadays I'm very, very careful, because if you don't do that, you would end up having to take out bits of your video or play music in the background, which I don't really like. But if I have to do it, I'll have to do it for good footage, or for good content, sorry. But I try not to. So French. I've been trying to like practice my French. I've been saying a lot of merci beaucoup. I've been saying a lot of bonjour, bonsoir. I think French is actually easy to learn, but I just don't have the time to learn it. That's the problem. I think a lot of languages are quite easy if you dedicate time to learn them, but I just don't have that time. But it would be nice to speak French. Croissant, croissant, croissant. So France is known for people eating a lot of croissant, and I might go to a place where they have some croissant to see how good it tastes. But yeah, let's look around and see what's happening on this beautiful evening in Paris. So I'm going to keep saying Paris instead of Paris because Paris sounds so English. I need to behave like a Frenchman in France. So you know that saying where they say when you go to a country you act like the people there. So if you go to London you act like a Londoner. If you go up north to Liverpool, hey, are you guys French?
Yes.
Are you
Paris? No, from Switzerland.
Is it? So how do you say Paris in French? Is it
Paris.
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 D'où
Paris. Oh my name. So hard.
Paris.
Okay, so are you guys students?
Yeah.
Okay.
Why are you recording?
For my YouTube channel.
Oh, you have YouTube. What
Yeah,
is
I've got
your
YouTube.
name?
I'm not that big on YouTube, but I'm doing okay.
And where do you come
Let's
from?
see.
From England.
Okay. Yes, you have that.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you know what I mean. Okay, I'll type it in. So what are you guys doing today then?
Shopping.
Yes, shopping.
After
Okay.
we go to the museum.
Okay. Oh.
And tonight
Look,
there is
look.
the
The party of
music
music.
party.
Is it? Okay. So make sure you like, comment and subscribe.
Yes, of course.
Okay, you know what, I'll type a video because sometimes it's so hard to find me on
Branchez-vous, Jules.
yeah, I like that, it sounds nice.
You know?
You know?
No, it just sounds nice. I think French is very nice.
Oh,
Yes. And what's your name?
It's Axway, so that's me, yeah. So this is me in Poland, for example.
Oh, okay. I subscribe.
Yeah, subscribe, yeah. Fantastic,
One more
yeah.
follower.
Yeah.
You who I'm gonna subscribe to.
Yeah, please do, yeah.
Yes, of course.
You ladies look lovely.
Thank
Take
you.
care
You
and enjoy
too,
your
yes.
evening, yeah?
Bye.
Yeah, bye. Au revoir.
Au revoir.
Yeah. Okay, I just spoke to some French girls and they were lovely.
Paris. Paris. Oh my days. All my days. Big up to all my French people. French is actually harder than I thought. Okie dokie. As you can see, Paris is very metropolitan. Diverse people there, obviously, in terms of race and religion. And I think they do get along, but sometimes there's the, little problem here and there. I've been to Paris a number of times and I've noticed a number of things. The first thing I've noticed is I find Paris a bit racist. Usually I don't call countries racist or cities racist, but I have seen the way the locals who are white treat the locals who are black. I'm not sure if it's because some of the black ones are causing trouble. And what I mean by that is sometimes they sell certain things on the road and they get into fights with like other people. I'm not sure if that's the reason why, because the ones I've seen having arguments are the ones that sell stuff on the streets. So it might just be because of that. However, I do see a bit of discrimination though, because I feel like they shouldn't really be talking to people that way. That's just my view. Also, I've seen the way the blacks and the white ones in France integrate in society. I think sometimes due to the social issues, you see more of the black ones together. But I suppose that is across Western Europe though, because I'm not going to lie, in some parts of England it's the same. But I just find Paris much more different because having gone to Cannes and Nice, I feel Paris is just different. The good thing about Paris though is you still see a lot of people integrating together. So it's either you go to certain parts of Paris and it's predominantly African people or Chinese people, or you go to some parts and it's quite mixed. So I'm sure you heard me talk about a place called Chateau Rouge. So Chateau Rouge is a place in Paris, and you can count the number of white people there. I did try to record though, but I didn't get the chance to record, which was really, really painful though. It would have been good to capture what they were selling. There were certain products they were selling in Chateau Rouge that I've not actually seen elsewhere. And when I mean elsewhere, like I've not seen that in the UK. I've not seen that in some other countries I've traveled to. So I was really interested. I think the next time I go to Paris, I'm trying to pronounce it like a local now. I think the next time I go there, I'm going to try to capture Chateau Rouge, and hopefully we're able to talk to the locals there. But the beauty of Paris and the beauty of France is the difference in culture, religion, and all that jazz. However, I do know that some people have issues regarding that. There was a video 2 years ago where a black French MP was in Parliament and he was talking about certain things in Parliament, and somebody on the other side, I'm not sure if it's the opposition or the government, but one of the other MPs anyway said, "Go back to Africa." Oh my days, that is racist. But you get that in every major city in Western Europe, which is when there's social issues or tension, or when there's financial issues or economic issues, the minorities are always to blame. Okie dokie, let's see what else I was up to in Paris.
So took a shuttle all the way to Disneyland from the hotel, then caught a train from there to where I am now, Château de Halal, if I'm pronouncing it properly. And that cost, actually, it's not just to that part of Paris, but the ticket I bought is to go to main Paris, basically, a return ticket to main Paris. So for one person is 10 euros return to my hotel. Not to my hotel, sorry, to Disneyland. So this is a ticket from Disneyland to central Paris and back. Yeah, so you can go anywhere within central Paris and return to Disneyland for 10 euros. Yeah, but I paid 20 euros because I had to pay for my wife as well, so 20 euros altogether. But I think that's a reasonable price. I was actually expecting it to be more, but it wasn't that much, so that's good. Okie dokie, so I've been seeing a lot of like chihuahuas and like cute dogs around. Okay, so can you see them people singing? I told you there's a lot of activities in central Paris. It's like non-stop. And the funny thing is, the weather is actually better than anticipated, because a few hours ago, I'm talking actually in the morning, it was about 16 degrees and now it's about maybe 20 something. It's actually really warm, so I'm lucky I'm not wearing a jacket because I'll just be bloody sweating. But yeah, the weather is great and people are happy. There's always something about people being happy when the weather is good. So I want to see if there are certain places that specialize in croissant, so I could show you guys. I think this is just me showing you guys what you can do when you get to Paris. the tickets are so confusing as well in Paris. So the way the tickets work is they give you 2 tickets, yeah, for one person. You would have thought one ticket is to go to your destination and the other is to return, but it's not really like that. So the 2 tickets are similar. So it's literally the destination you're living from, and they write Paris as well on it. Wow. So let's say I'm living, this is just an example, let's say I'm living from Gare du Nord, yeah, and I'm going to a place called Châtelet-les-Eaux, an example, yeah. You would have thought they'll just tell you that this is an outward journey from Gare du Nord to Châtelet-les-Eaux and from Châtelet-les-Eaux to Gare du Nord. They don't do it that way. They just state the 2 places together without actually explaining whether it's an outward journey or an inward journey. But it doesn't really matter because apparently those tickets can be used for the whole day and it covers your trip, which is all that matters really, so that's okay. Oh, there's a demonstration there. Let's see what's happening. I told you Paris is full of surprises. So let's look at prices anyway, because I like to show people prices so they have an understanding of what they will see. Okay, so let's say for a Coke, that's like €6.50. So that's not bad actually. Let's look at coffee. Cappuccino is €7.50. So the prices are okay though. I was expecting more. For some reason it feels like Paris is cheaper. Are people actually reducing their prices? Or is Paris not feeling the austerity across Europe? There's a lot of austerity across Europe, you know. There's a lot. So can you see all the police vans? There's a lot of police activity. It's always like that in Paris. Anytime I come to Paris, there's always like a lot of like police activity, which makes you safe because I'm not sure if you guys are aware of what happened a few weeks ago or like a month ago, where some guys shot some security guards and they rescued a criminal. So he was due to go to prison and they hijacked the actual van that had him, basically. Okay, so this looks like some sort of protest. Oh, I think this is Palestine. Hi.
Monsieur, bonjour, hi.
Yeah, thank you. So I'm not going to explain what's happening here because I don't know what the rules are in terms of YouTube, but I think this shows you what's happening and it shows you what they're trying to say. Well, I need to be very careful and avoid politics because it doesn't really work out when you start getting involved in politics. So I stay out of it every time, and it's really none of my business as well, so I would rather not get involved. Okay, if you ever come here during June, I would say come end of June, because that's when the weather gets better. So you can see like the policeman there, and he's holding a gun, an automatic weapon. So there are a lot of shopping centres around as well that you can go to. I actually went to Westfield today, and it was really interesting. I found it really difficult to leave because all the signs were so hard to understand. Really difficult to understand. So there's something going on there, but I can't go there because they're playing a lot of music that I know would definitely affect my video, so I'm gonna move away. Yeah, I think going to France during summer is the best ever. I've always gone to France during winter or autumn, but luckily this time when I went during summer, and it was much more enjoyable, I must say. I felt like I was more energetic. I felt like I enjoyed France a bit more. And I think I should do it again. I definitely should. So I'll probably go back to France sometime in the future during summer again, and hopefully I can visit more parts of France. Maybe not Paris. Maybe go back to Cannes because obviously I've been to Cannes. I'll show you guys Cannes later on during this video. But I suppose let's go through the points I was making earlier about things I've noticed in Paris. So we spoke about the fact that there's always some sort of tension. Also, you would see that there's not a lot of opportunities in France or even Paris for ethnic minorities compared to, let's say, the UK. And the reason why I'm saying this is, if you look at the Black British and you look at the Black French, I feel like we have more opportunities here in the UK. A lot of my peers, a lot of my friends, a lot of my colleagues are doing quite well. And I feel the British are different in just the way they treat people, in the way they hold their values. I think when you talk about British values in general, the British values apply to all races, literally. So me as a British person, for example, I do believe in the British values, and I feel like the UK gives me a lot of opportunities. I do have some French friends as well. I know people that have lived in France for a long time, were born and bred there, and they moved to the UK because there's lack of opportunities for the Black French people. Also, I'm not sure about the values of the French because I'm not French. However, I do know that a lot of the Black French people don't feel like they're part of the custom and values of France because they are not given equal opportunities. They might not say it out loud in the city of Paris, but you can kind of tell. But in the UK, trust me, like, Black people in the UK are doing very well. Black people are making millions of pounds. You know, the opportunities is superb. I love the UK so much. The UK to me is the best country in the world. Okie dokie, let's see what else I was up to in Paris.
Sometime in the future I'll do that. I'll explore a bit more maybe and see how central Paris is. So let's go to that end and travel there because I've seen a guy that looks a bit dodgy. I'm trying to avoid him. He looks really dodgy. So you have to be very street smart when you vlog. If you see something a bit funny, you avoid it, which is what I'm doing. Saw some creepy looking guy and I'm like, man is not going to take my camera, you know. He looks really creepy. But oh well, yes, we were talking about how big Paris is. So Paris is a big city. Paris is actually safe though, let me not lie. But you still need to be very careful. Like, you always need to be careful everywhere you go, because you just never know, isn't it? Like, even the safest cities can be bad. So you always have to pay attention to where you're going to, what you do, and things happening around you. In terms of currency, I don't think I need to go into detail because I think everyone knows that France has that currency called euros. and France is also a major player within the EU. So the two main countries that I feel run the EU right now is Germany and France, especially Germany though. But yeah, everyone knows they use euros here, so I don't think I need to talk you guys through what currency is used in France. But just bear in mind that your money won't go far though, regardless of where you're from. If you're American, if you're British, you still spend more in Paris though. Actually, in most of the touristy cities you visit in France, because if you go to Cannes, if you go to Nice, if you go to Paris, it's still the same. It's like, it's all expensive. So your money won't go far. I thought I should tell you the truth and not lie to you. That's the point of doing these videos. But yeah, aside from that, it is a beautiful place. I think if you are from America, and I'm sure a lot of Americans do this already, I would say spend like a week or two, because you'd have to see more. For me, like, I'm not really bothered because the UK is not too far away, and Paris is not a place that I'm too keen about, so I could always come here anytime. But if you are somebody that lives far away, obviously it's going to cost you a bit more. So I would say make sure you do as much as you can. So this area is actually giving me memories now, because I remember the last time I came to this part of Paris, and I went to the Louvre as well then. There were a lot of people like arguing on the road. Like, I don't know what they're arguing about. There were just like various people arguing. So it brings back that memory. But yeah, a lot of the touristy bits are here. I'm trying to remember the other place I was looking to go to. I think it's like a cathedral that got burned like years ago. I think that's the place I was looking to go to this time. But I'm trying to remember the name of the actual cathedral. I'm sure a lot of people in the comment section have already said what it is. But if I remember, I'll let you know.
Yeah, the cathedral I was after was Notre Dame. I think it's open now to members of the public, because Emmanuel Macron invited Donald Trump and some other key people when it was reopened sometime this year. Okie dokie, let's have a look at a different part of France. And this time we're looking at the most exclusive parts of France. So we have Saint-Tropez, we have Cannes, we have Monaco, we have Nice, all them places. However, I would only be focusing on Nice and Cannes in this part of the video. But first of all, let's have a look at Cannes. Cannes is one of a kind. Can you see that number plate? It says voila. Okie dokie. Cannes is one place that there's a lot of fancy things to do. You can literally have breakfast, lunch and dinner next to a yacht, or next to the beach. You can do a lot actually. Unfortunately, in this case, I didn't go during summer. I think I went during autumn, or just before autumn started. Yeah, I think just before autumn started. Summer was ending then. So it was a bit painful. That's why I want to go back during summer and kind of experience something different. I felt Cannes was very, very nice. I thought it was very welcoming. I did speak to a number of people there, some not on camera, whilst I was recording though, because sometimes I might stop recording and someone might come and speak to me. But a lot of French people speak very good English. It's amazing though. When you go to France, the English spoken there is so good. that you actually be surprised, because like for somebody that's traveled across Europe, a lot of Europeans, when they can't speak English, they can't actually speak it. When a French person tells you, "Oh, I can't speak English properly," trust me, they're lying. They speak very good English. So you have to commend the French. They speak very good English. They speak very good French. So they're quite clever, aren't they? Okie dokie, let's see what I was up to in Cannes on this fateful day. Here is quite expensive though, so to park for an hour is £3.60, and to park for 4 days, I'm spending 4 days here anyway. For 4 days is €110, quite expensive. It's a really expensive car park, to be honest. But there's hardly any parking around, so I've got no choice but to park here. So I'm gonna make my way to, I think it is level 0. So yeah, so parking is quite difficult in Cannes. It's a really busy place. A lot of people come here for holidays, so what can you expect? It's really hard to find parking. For all of you who have never been to the south of France, the south of France is really expensive. For example, in my hotel, to have breakfast is about £40 per person just to have breakfast, yeah? So it's really expensive. If you go to places like Dubai, you can find cheaper rates, because there are a lot of hotels there. Not to say there are not a lot of hotels in Cannes. They have a lot of hotels, but it's just known for billionaires anyway. So a lot of wealthy people come here, so that's probably why it's expensive. But what I'm going to try to do is to look for a lovely restaurant outside of the hotel, and let's see what happens there. But yeah, it's a lovely place though. So still walking around. So parking is a nightmare, so I literally tried to find parking next to the hotel. I couldn't find any. Normally in most places I go to, I'll find parking at least, but in this area it was quite difficult to find parking. So I've just had to park in the hotel's car park. So yeah, so this is JW Marriott. It's a lovely hotel, very nice. I'll take you to my room in a minute, but I'm literally showing you around just for you to know how it looks like from the reception lobby area. Okay, so I'm just gonna make my way to my room, and the customer service here is really good, I must say. The customer service is nice. Okay, so as I was saying, the customer service here is really good. So when we got here, things were done really quick. We didn't have to wait for that long, so it was really good. So yeah, I totally recommend coming here. Really nice, nice setup, nice service. I suppose that's what you're paying for anyway, so what do you expect? So I'll just take you around for you to have an idea of how the rooms are. So I'm just on floor 1 at the moment. So they've got like a sitting area around here. So we're still around the reception lobby area. So this is literally the reception lobby area. I'm based in floor 3, but I'm just taking you around. They've actually got a gym. Let's see how the gym is. I've got to get my card out. Okay, so let's see what the gym is saying. So they've got a gym here. So for you people that like to work out, it's not a bad place. It's not too big though, but what do you expect? Like, it's a hotel, so you're not expecting a 5-star kind of gym. Well, I'm not expecting a 5-star kind of gym, but it's okay. So they've got that. And you've also got a view of the surrounding area. So it's not too bad actually, it's okay. They've got a water dispenser. Obviously you're going to need that in a gym for sure. Okay, so let's keep moving. Okay, so I'm just at the top of the hotel, and this is literally the view from the top of the hotel. Oh, it is really, really nice. Like, it is really, really lovely. I don't know how many times I've got to say that, but yeah, it's really good. So, not a lot of people are on the beach at the moment, and that's because of the time and also the weather. So can you see that? Really nice. Coming here during proper summer would be good. I can imagine the amount of people that will be on here. I suppose a lot of people will be here. And that's the road. Lovely, lovely view. So I'm going to make my way to Nice in a moment. Also, I noticed that a lot of people are there taking pictures. Some people take pictures here for various reasons. It might be that they have a wedding anniversary, or they have a birthday celebration, or any sort of celebration. So I'm not sure if you can see from this view, but there's somebody all the way there taking professional pictures. Yeah, I totally recommend people to come here, especially to this hotel, because it literally faces the beach, and it's a really big hotel as well, so you get a lovely view. The rooms are quite good though, the way they've done it. It's really nice. Okay, so I'm gonna take you guys to my room anyway, because I'm based on floor 3. Don't want to waste too much time. But yeah, it is a good place. So if you want to come to Cannes, I totally recommend JW Marriott. It's a very nice place, I must say. So I'm going to take you to my room, and I'll show you what I've got there.
The room is quite decent anyway, because I went there earlier before I went to the car park. So brace yourself. I'm going to make my way to the lift. So I'm on floor 3.
Fermeture des portes.
And the lift is nice and warm.
Ouverture des portes. 3e étage.
Okay, we're on floor 3 now, so I'm gonna go over there. I'm not going to tell you my room number, that's confidential. But I'll obviously give you a tour of the room. I need to start speaking French. I'm gonna try my French. Bonjour.
Bonjour.
See? Yeah, thank you. See, I told you they're really nice here, very lovely people. So the customer service is top notch. It's up there. It's up to standard. So it's a good place to be. Bonjour.
Bonjour, monsieur.
Okay, so I'm still walking to my room. Oh, I forgot the key. So that's my key. 351. Voila. Okay, so that's my room. Well, this is my room. So this is what you get in JW Marriott. Very, very nice. The background is so good. Look at that. Very nice. So for a room like this, you'd pay around £250 a night. For the sea view, you're looking at £500 roughly a night. Let me show you the minibar. Minibar. What do we have here? So we have everything literally. So there's water, there's still water, there's sparkling water, then Pepsi, then some alcohol. So I might have some when I get a bit peckish. Let's see. Well, yeah, that's the minibar for you. So I'm just gonna shut it. So I'm gonna take you to the bathroom. Voila. Okay, so the bathroom is total luxury. Like, it's got marble on the floor.
Enough of showing you a lot of luxury. I'm sure you all know what to expect in Cannes. So my recommendation is, if you want to go to Cannes and have a good time, aim for summertime. That rhymes, innit? Okay, so Cannes was lovely. This hotel in particular was around £500 per night. There were also rooms for 800. There were rooms for 1,000, and there were rooms for 1,500, depending on what you fancy. Don't forget, this is Cannes. Things are not cheap. Cannes is for the big boys, not for the little boys. Um, in terms of the drinks in the fridge and all of that, the mini bar, just be mindful of what you pick because it might not be what you think it is in terms of price. Um, when I went to Egypt, in Cairo, there was one particular hotel I stayed in, and it was a very nice hotel. The minibar was definitely cleared out. But the good thing is the hotel was so generous by putting it on their tab. The thing about Middle Eastern countries is they're very generous, they're very kind, and that's why I love going to the Middle East. Very soon, hopefully, I visit a Middle Eastern country to show you how the hospitality is. I have been to places like the UAE. I've been to Dubai and Abu Dhabi in the UAE. And I've been to other Muslim countries, not Middle Eastern, but Muslim countries like Morocco, like Egypt, like I mentioned earlier, Malaysia as well, Indonesia. But Middle Eastern countries are just, they're different. They're different. So one of these days I'll go back to Dubai for the third or fourth time to show you how it is, and possibly some other Middle Eastern countries I've got in mind. Okie dokie, so this is Cannes for you. The next city I'd like to show you is a city that I'm sure most people already know about. And the city is the city of Nice. Nice is quite big, is a big metropolitan city. Yeah, I think you can call Nice a metropolitan city. In France, a lot of diversity there. I think there are a bit more North African people there. I noticed. So more North Africans there. And if you go to a place called Marseille, if I'm pronouncing that properly as well, you'll see a lot of North Africans like Moroccans and people like that there. Okie dokie. So Nice, I totally recommend you go to. I met a lot of lovely people. There were a lot of posh hotels, restaurants, and schools as well for students. Okie dokie. Let's see what I was up to.
It's about like 8ish in the evening. So I'm just going to walk around and see what we have here. It's my first time in Nice anyway. I've never ever been to Nice before.
So one thing I've noticed about the south of France is people are much more nicer compared to other places I've been to. If you go to Paris, for example, nobody has the time to have a conversation. It's a bit like London. So if you try and talk to anyone, they'll just ignore you in Paris. Not to say everyone is going to ignore you, but most people will.
But in the south of France, people are much more approachable. I think that's the word. Much more approachable. They try to help you if you have any questions or any queries. So that's quite good anyway. So that's really good, because that's what you need as a tourist. You need people to actually support you when you need it. So you get that in Nice. People are really good, and they make you feel welcome as well. They are not hostile. They are very nice. Okay, so let's keep going. So it's like a never-ending story here. So there's still more restaurants here, and there are a lot more people outside. It would be nice to see if they have a shisha bar. because I'd love to smoke some shisha. So let's see. I've not seen any since I got here anyway. I've not seen any shisha bar, but I might find one later. Who knows? Okay, so it's just restaurants after restaurants, non-stop. I think in Nice, all they do is to munch. It's like too many restaurants. It might just be the area. It might be an area full of tourists. Because it's a touristy area. I think the hotels here are quite expensive, hence they have more restaurants. I suppose people would like to have a time out to have lunch and dinner. Okay, so we are just in the main town center area. Wow, it looks beautiful, it looks good. So, I'm just going to take you around. I'm tired of seeing restaurants. Let's see if they have anything different aside from restaurants and bars. So I'm going to walk on this road and see what they have. So one thing I did notice in Nice is there are still some restaurants and bars that are shut, but not the ones in the touristy area, the ones outside of the touristy area. I suppose in the touristy area they have, you know, more clientele, they have more customers, hence why they're opened. But if you go to the areas where they have not a lot of tourists, it's quite dead. So that makes sense anyway. And don't forget that COVID has had an impact on people as well, so that's probably why. It's really bad though, because if you go to the UK, a lot of the shops and the restaurants are opened, but if you go outside of the UK, if you go to continental Europe, a lot of them are shut. But those are the ones that are not in the touristy area though. So the ones in the touristy area are still opened and they're still making money, I suppose. So it's not that bad. I'm going towards the main town center, so it's getting busier, obviously, as you expect. Well, yeah, so chill, so calm. Let me see if we can find a place that is crazy. I want to see if they have a place like let me see, a place like Magaluf or a place like Ayanapa. Let's see if we have a crazy place around Nice like that. I doubt it. They'll probably chuck you out if you act crazy or if you drink too much. Also, Nice is really safe, very safe. So I'm based in Cannes, that's where my hotel is. But Nice, like I said, I think I said this earlier already, it's only like half an hour, 45 minutes away from where I stay. But yeah, I think the south of France is so safe. It's a bit like going to Dubai, like, you know, Dubai is really safe. No one is scared like to hold their phone or to hold their belongings. It's quite safe. So it's very similar to the south of France. So Cannes is safe, Nice is safe, Monaco is safe. So it is a good place to visit, obviously. And it's a good place to hang around late at night. So it's not a bad place at all. Okay, so they've got McDonald's, but I'm not gonna go McDonald's when I'm on holiday. That's not happening. So let me just show you the McDonald's. For you lot that are very cheap and you want to go to McDonald's when you get here, I don't advise you to anyway when you're on holiday, but it is up to you. Okay, so remove. So the town center looks like it looks like what you get in London actually. So similar, isn't it? I suppose you expect it to be anyway. It shouldn't be different. Like, it's Europe anyway, so I'm not expecting anything less or more. So I would say if you want a good nightlife, if you're into like drinking and things like that, I would not recommend Nice. I would recommend Paris. But if you want to come to a place just to chill out and have a good time, you know, then I would say come to Nice, because it's just a place to chill. I think it's just a place for relaxing. Come here during summer though, if you really want to enjoy. I'm not saying you shouldn't come here during like during spring. It's okay during spring. However, if you come during summer, it's really hot, and apparently it's really packed as well, which is sensible anyway. Most people come out when it's really hot. Okay, so let's keep going. So they do have they do have a tram service. I'll show you where the tram is. So that's the tram. So they have a tram service. And one thing I noticed as well is the public transport system in Nice is quite good. They've got a good train system. They've got buses and they've got tram as well. So that's quite good. Quite similar to what you get in the UK anyway. So nothing new, I suppose. So if you don't feel like driving, if you wanna obviously hop on the train, so you could actually catch a train from Nice to Monaco if you want to do that, and I think you can catch a train from Cannes. So the French people call it Cannes, I call it Cannes, but yeah, if you want to catch a train from Cannes or Cannes to Monaco, I think you can. I've not checked, but I think you can. Obviously I'm going to drive to Monaco. It's just much more easier for me anyway, but yeah, I think you can catch a train. But I know you can definitely catch a train from Nice to Monaco. That's definitely for sure. So I'm still walking around. I'm yet to see any place crazy. Like I'm just looking for a place that would just drive me nuts, for me to say, oh, is this bloody Nice? But I've not found that place yet. So it's so calm, and I think that's why most people like it. Like when you go on vacation or holiday, like all you want to do is just to like chill out and not do much, you know, come out of your hotel and just chill. So that's the vibe you get here. Okay. Wow, it's a long road. What's the name of this road? It's called Avenue Jean Medicine. I'm sure I'm pronouncing this wrong, yeah? So guys, don't listen to me, yeah? But it's called, it looks like it's called that, but I'll show you what the road is. So you guys can obviously take note of it when you come here. So so that's it. So it's called Avenue Jean Medicine. Don't quote me on the pronunciation, but yeah, it's a very long road. Very long road. Also, you would notice that a lot of people here like to have lunch, breakfast outside, even if the weather is cold. As long as the sun is out, yeah, it doesn't matter how sunny or how cold it is, people still like to eat outside. That's what I've noticed. So when I arrived on Friday, I dropped my bags at the hotel, and I was obviously looking for a place to have lunch. Then I realized that, oh, hold on, a lot of people are sitting outside. There was hardly anyone sitting inside of the restaurant. So obviously I did the same. It was okay though, like, I'm not used to it. Oh, you scared me there.
What's up?
Hi.
It's going on YouTube.
Yeah, what's your name?
I'm Victoria.
Victoria. Where are you from?
I'm from America, New England.
Is it? I'm from England.
You from England?
Yeah. So I just met somebody from America.
Hey, what's up, guys?
So what are you doing today then?
Me?
Yeah.
I have a flight in the morning, so I'm going to bed. I have to wake up at 4 a.m.
On my days.
Yeah, so I've been, partying hard in the earlier hours of the night, and now
So
I'm
how
going
long is your flight then? How long does it
I'm
take?
going to Sicily.
Oh.
I'm studying abroad in Florence though, but I'm going to Sicily for a night because I'm turning 21 on Tuesday, so it's my birthday weekend.
So you could actually drink like you're
in America.
Yeah.
Yeah,
but in the UK you have to be like 18.
Yeah, I got ID'd so many times when I went to London.
Is it?
They think I look like a baby, and I'm like, I look like a baby?
No, you look grown.
I am a grown woman.
Yeah. So is that your friend?
Yeah.
Is he American as well?
Yeah, but he just doesn't know how to have fun.
Is it? Okay, so you're teaching him how to have fun then?
No,
yeah?
he's just like laughing at me.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay, nice to meet you anyway. Yeah.
Is this? Do you have a YouTube channel?
Yeah, I do. Yeah. Should I give that to you? Yeah.
Yes.
Have you got your phone?
Yes. I don't have any service though. If you just type it in my notes app, I'll look at it.
Oh, that's okay. So so it's 8.
I can't spell. You have to type it in.
Oh, my days. I'll do that for you.
I literally am Dumbo. There you go.
Cool.
Oh my
Where's
gosh.
your actual YouTube? Don't you have YouTube on your phone?
No, my phone is I don't have service.
Oh, you don't have a service?
Yeah, so I want to be able to find
Okay.
it.
I'll type it in for her.
Oh.
Okay, cool.
But you don't have
I'll type it in as well. Let me just I'll type it in as well. So that's me.
Oh my god, I'm
So
gonna
make sure
subscribe.
you subscribe,
I
you
will.
like and comment. Yeah.
I will. I'm gonna be. Oh my god, you'll see
So,
my username on
let me
YouTube is
type it in.
Victoria D.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, actually, I lied. I don't have it downloaded,
so-
but you can put it in my notes.
So-
No, I have it already.
Oh,
We'll
you
just do
have
it
it?
when we get back to the
Okay,
hotel.
so okay, cool.
All right, you have
okay,
a good
guys,
night. You live your
have
best
a nice
life.
flight. Yeah.
Thank
Take
you
care.
so much.
Yeah.
Thank you.
See you
Thanks
guys
for
later. Yeah.
Party hard.
Cool. Okay, guys, I just met somebody. So this tends to happen these days, yeah. So you get some people that are really excited, which I love. Okay, guys, so I'm still walking on the road. Let's see what we have on this road. So it's just literally shops, nothing exciting. Oh, you've got Burger King. I don't recommend coming to Burger King when you're on holiday, yeah? I don't recommend that at all. So anytime you travel abroad, you should only go to a place that you can class as their local restaurant. So if you go to France, make sure you're eating French food. If you go to Italy, make sure you're eating Italian. You don't want to be having American food in France. Don't make sense. So always make sure when you go abroad, you're having the local delicacy for sure. That's exactly what you want to have. Don't go around having bloody Burger King or McDonald's. Okay, so I'm still walking. It's a really long road though, it's crazy. Like, I've been walking for like a while now. So, it's crazy, isn't it? There's still a lot of people hanging out. Still early days. It's around 9ish at the moment. I think this road has all the bars. I wonder where it's going to lead us to.
Okay guys, I'm going to have to end it here. Please like, comment and subscribe, and I'll catch you in my next video. Vive le Paris! Long live Paris!